I've built a dashboard and I've spent 10 minutes setting this one up on the left, and I've spent no time at all with this bit on the right. And I want to get some advice on how I can improve this dashboard. I'm going to get ChatGPT to help me and give me some advice. All right, let's go. All right, I got some fancy touches along here. I got a nice little slicer for changing between things. I've got a little spark line. I've got some icons up here. I got a little card visual. I can pick the year to swap between things. But are these good? 3D pie chart, generally not the best choice. Stack columns that are a little bit confusing. So I wonder, can ChatGPT help me and give me some advice about how to improve this page? Okay, let's give it a go. I'm just going to screenshot this. All right, and this is the magic trick. So there's my screenshot done. I'm going to go into GPT4, and I've got a little GPT set up already called Data Vizard, okay? And it's basically one that I've built a prompt in already. I'll show you it in a second. But let's see what we can do with it. I can give you a link to this as well. If you've got GPT4, you'll be able to link to it. All right, doesn't work as well with 3.5, and you can't upload images, and it's really worth paying the $20 a month. Okay, so it's given me some, what's the purpose? Let me know what's the metrics. Okay, so I'm sales dashboard, and I want to focus on improving sales by region. Okay, and I'm pasting the dashboard in, just a Control V. Okay, I did the screenshot. If you have sensitive data, don't upload it. You can turn off the data training, so that's safer. But just maybe used up mocked up data or something like that, just for the design part. You can even use ChatGPT to generate some fake data for you. Give it one line or something like that, an example. It can do it for you. All right, here we go. Okay. Let's go through aspects. So it's telling us things like, the bar chart titled Sales by City seems to address the sales by region. It's not a prominent position, so consider moving it. Okay, yeah, given that's my focus, maybe I should. Bar chart is a good start. Simplify the color scheme. Consider adding a map visualization if that's an option, not so much in Excel. I didn't actually tell it. I was using Excel. Consistent time frames, all these sorts of things. It's given us really useful guidance about how to be consistent in design. The pie chart labeled total is ambiguous. Just these little things. Like in 10 seconds, it's just given us a little bit of help. Okay. Awesome. All right, let's try changing this. So I'm going to go back to my dashboard. What if I swap this out? Okay, I'm just going to delete that chart, and I'll delete that pie. I wonder if instead of that chart I bring in, okay, maybe I bring this in, a nice little heat map instead of that stacked column. With something like this, it really tells you that Adelaide is peaking recently. And Sydney is in here. Maybe helps focus a little bit. Maybe I'll nudge this up. And then instead of the pie chart, maybe I will right-click Sort Small to Large. Make sure this is then sorted. Copy that into my dashboard. And shrink this down a little bit. I wonder if it'll have any suggestions based on this. Again, I should have lined up my font and other bits and pieces. And if I click on one of these other ones, okay, and maybe that'll do. All right, let's screenshot this then. Go back to my GPT. Is this better? All right, and we'll send it back. Okay, the new heat map is excellent addition. Thank you. The color intensity easily highlights trends and outliers. It might be overwhelming for some users. Oh, an interactive feature to hover over. Okay, I do need to tell it this is Excel. So you get the idea. All right, so how do I create this Data Vizard? Okay, so explore, create a GPT. This is only available in GPT4, okay, the paid version. I create one here. I've already done one here, but I'll create one just to show you what's involved. I want to create a data visualization, and it'll just create it and sort of start to give you prompts to help it, understand what you want it to do. Data Viz expert, no, that's great, that's fine, thank you. It'll build you a little logo, which you can also change, a profile picture. You can tell it to change it to whatever you want. It uses DALL-E to do that, okay. Okay, so what's a frequently asked question? Give helpful advice about the design, look and feel of a dashboard. Be critical on each visual. Full stop. Scan each visual and analyze each element and explain which bits are helpful and which could be changed to aid the end user understand what the report is doing. Full stop. Consistency between visuals and color schemes is important. Full stop. All right, so let's see what that does. Okay, so it's then asking me how should it communicate, what style. Do you want to be direct, encouraging, positive? Look, I'd like to be brutally honest. Be brutally honest and do not sugarcoat any responses. Full stop. I need quick and straightforward, direct responses. Okay, let's see what it says. Okay, there we go. And the nice thing is you can just come back in here and tweak it. You can test it out, you can tweak it, you can always come back and edit it. It's really pretty cool. You can configure it. Here's the instructions that are now written out in one section. You can add, extra prompts in here. These are the questions that show up down the side. So it's great. Save. I've just got to give it a name back up here. Okay. Sometimes it doesn't capture the name, so I'll call it the Data Viz demo. Save. And this is the link that I can share with anyone. Okay, confirm. I can actually copy this link and I'll put it in the show notes. Well, I'll put the one I built before because it's a bit more advanced. Not a great deal, but under the Data Vizard, okay, I've got an extra few bits and pieces, a few extra instructions in there about asking questions to prompt for follow-up, and things like that. So let me just show you this one really quickly. I go explore. Okay, I come into the Data Vizard, click the edit button, go configure. And I've got a whole bunch of sort of steps in here. I'll even copy this and I'll put it in the chat notes if there's enough space for it, okay, in the description below. So there we go. That's the basis of it. Hope you find it useful. Let me know what you think and I'll catch you in the next video.